Hi Leo, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive. Thank you for being here. So welcome. What I'm going to do today is do a read for you that will cover January 1st through the 15th, 2019. And yes, my friends, we are starting up a whole new year, okay? So I'm recording this a tad bit earlier, so I'm hoping that'll give you that head start that you need to kind of really take off for the year of 2019, okay? Now this will deal with you and the other person. So I do have general reads that I'm putting out, and you want to check those on my channel as well. Those are coming out right after my last video here, which is with you for my first set of bi-weeklies for the new year. So there you have it. So just keep in mind that even though that we're in, that maybe when you see this, that if you're not quite in the new year, that you might want to really just, step back and reflect on all the lessons that you have learned and bring in those beautiful knowings into this new year, and just to really take off and just maybe just write a little, note to yourself in terms of the things that you've actually learned this year. And better yet, I mentioned this on a couple other videos, write down what it is you want to accomplish this next upcoming year, or write your overall goals and put a timeline, next to each of them. And I think that's a great opportunity to do that. What I do is I do it as a tradition, and I've been doing this for a very long time. And I just write down my goals for the year, and I actually put them on a piece of paper, and I put them in an envelope, and I actually put a stamp on it and mail it snail mail. And then when it comes to me, I put it in my top drawer, and whatever drawer that is secure, and then I open that up the next following year, and then I see how far that I've actually come and where I'm at. And it's so interesting. It's just a fun thing to do. So I definitely implore you to go ahead and try that for the new year. I think it really helps. So there you have it. So let's get started. Now, if you'd like to have a personal read, go to theguidedintuitive.com. This will be for all Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. If you're not sure what those other signs are, check the description box below. Okay, if you're new, make sure you plug in all your data. If you don't know the exact time of your birth, plug in 12 noon, and that will get you set and kick out the information you need. And then check out those other videos, okay, while you can, okay? Then you can see what resonates and what doesn't. This might be something that resonates with you now, might resonate later, might have already resonated before, but do check that out. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and bring the camera down, and we're going to get started, okay? Woo! See, this is what happens when I get into the new year. It gets so exciting that things tend to be a little off balance. So, okay, here we go. Steady. All right, so let's do this. Now, keep in mind, make sure that you like, subscribe, and note your comments below as well. I love hearing from you, okay? So please be sure you continue to do so. I do appreciate that. Okay, let's do this. All right, so what do we have for you, Leo, here? Ooh, we've got Temperance. Now, this is nice. Okay, so Temperance tells me, now this is all about having balance and having purpose. Okay, so this is where you're at, Leo. Now, I'm a Leo rising, so I'm here right with you guys here, okay? What this tells me is that you just emotionally, you're trying to balance out your emotions at this particular time, okay? And it is all about having balance in terms of a relationship for yourself, okay? Very, very key right now. And that's what this is saying. So keep in mind, now it's about discovering moderation and really learning how to balance maybe a relationship out with your personal life or with work and that type of thing. You're really understanding the value of balance, okay? And it's, ruled by Sagittarius, which is all about questing, so it's very interesting, but it's quite beautiful. So you're balancing out your emotions, and you want to make sure that you balance out your relationships, because in the past you've had some struggles, okay? Maybe in the past in terms of relationships that it's been a struggle for you, and you always felt as if there was competition, perhaps. Could be. But when I think of wands, that's that Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius type energy. And it's about passion and desire and creativity. So these are the wands here. But when I see the five tells me, and it talks about that adversity that's taking place, right? There's been some sort of disagreement or strife in terms of a relationship. Maybe this has been consistent all the way through. Maybe it's a past situation, you know, a past lover, you know, or your current lover, whatever the case may be. But whatever the situation is, you want to be feeling emotionally balanced, and you felt like it's always been like this, some sort of struggle or strife to get that. What other information can we get? You also perhaps felt that maybe if it was a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, there could have been some sneaky behavior or someone carrying that energy, whether it's you or that other person. So perhaps maybe the other person felt that they got away with something, but you know, it's just some sneaky behavior. So this is saying kind of watch out for it. It's a challenge, a struggle, or a change of some sort, an action that's being taken. It's a 7 card, is that even though that you have faith that all will be good, but you know, when it comes to the swords, it's about betrayal or some sort of deception. So just watch out for that, or maybe you've experienced that in the past. And so this is bringing this up right now, you know, in terms of how you're currently are feeling right now. Okay, so you feel like you've had the 10 of Swords. This is an ending. Okay, so obviously it's an ending, so a new beginning can start. And you know, it perhaps that it's been, you felt the struggle because things were unbalanced and you felt something was sneaky. Well, sure enough, here you go. Swords are the air element, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So it could have been that you were dealing with someone of that sign, or you are perhaps taking on that energy, or someone around you has that energy. But it is the very final end. And this, the good thing about this is there's no going back on this. This is definitely an ending, a completion. And this is about some sort of, maybe some sort of loss, defeat, or crisis or situation that has taken place. Now, the opportunity here is the energy to transform this into something of value. And let's see what that looks like for you here, Leo. Okay, how do we change this around? We change this around to a new beginning. We get the Ace of Pentacles, okay? The Ace is potential. The Pentacles is about manifestation and prosperity as it relates to a relationship. This is what I always say, boom, right after, you know, something like this, there's just brand new beginning there. So it's all about that earth element, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You might have someone new coming into your life, you know, that does have that sign or that type of energy, but there is an opportunity for you here. And this is quite beautiful, really, really beautiful. And the Ace is all about, you know, manifestation and prosperity. So it's coming to you as it relates to love. So, you know, heed not, good things are coming right around the corner. You've got this new beginning right after this. So not all is lost. Okay, dear soul, not all is lost, Leo. All right, keep going. Oh, and then look at this, another new opportunity. You've got a Page of Cups coming through, and the Cups are a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So Leo, there might be someone like that of the water element, because this is a cup of love. Now, even though it's a page, right? It's a page. You know, all this is saying is that there's a message coming through, right? There is a message, and you know, it's an opportunity for you that you can, you know, really have an opportunity to have some sort of synchronicity with someone that in love of someone coming through. So, you know, do keep that in mind. All right. Do keep that in mind. So let's see if there's any more information that we need to know about here. Okay. The Fool card. Okay. Gotcha. New beginning. Okay, so this is about the Great Awakener, Uranus, and this is about, you know, moving forward with innocence and then trusting, you know, taking a leap of faith and trusting and moving forward on your path as it pertains to love. You know that you have this inspiration that things will be well, and you're on that path, and guess what happens? Boom, the 10 of Cups. This is what you get when you take a risk. At the end of the day, you have an opportunity coming through. This is beautiful. So it could be a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising as well. Or Venus in both cases. It could be some of those with that suit or someone taking on that energy. But it looks like you get your happy ever after here. And obviously after struggles, because an opportunity to have everything that you've ever wanted. So this is an opportunity, you know, for you to really experience this beautiful a Ten of Cups. I just love this. This is so beautiful. And it also tells me too, there is a completion, right? There is wealth, there is an establishment in terms of a relationship. So I love to see this for you, Leo. Yay! Let's take a look at this other person. Ooh, this other person's got the Sun. Okay, so interesting. Now the Sun is about warmth and vitality, right? And this is beautiful. So I love to see this. It's almost as like, you know, it's the 11 card, right? It's like, it's quite beautiful. It's just that warmth, vitality, good vibrations, feeling like you're a newborn child and almost this innocence and just really vitality here. So this is quite beautiful. I love seeing this, and it's just about self-expression, success and fulfillment. So perhaps it's with this person over here, right? So this is nice. Let's see here. They too, they had gone through a death, an ending of a situation as well, an ending of something in their life that had taken place in terms of their love life, it looks like, since this is a love read for the most part. But the death is also just saying that here is that obviously there is a brand new beginning. And it's almost as if they're able to move from this and into the Sun, into the warmth and vitality. Now there is a transition, right? They had gone through a transition of some sort, and it's almost as if something was hidden in the past. You know, with this Moon card here, the Moon is about illusion and fear, right? And so what they, you know, that's what actually, interesting. So there's some sort of illusion and fear that had taken place here. And this is just saying is that, and this is a major arcana card. So big change. For both of these here, death and things being hidden that you maybe weren't, this other person wasn't aware of, but then this new beginning comes in place. An Ace of Swords. Swords are a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, some sort of air element. So it could be maybe that perhaps, Leo, that there was a death and even though you were feeling really great with this person, maybe it came to an end for a sudden death. And you knew something wasn't right, but you didn't know what it was. And all of a sudden, there is this brand new beginning. Now, it could, again, be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you'll have to note your comments below. But that's the sword type energy. But the Ace is about potential. This is about power, victory, and clarity. So whatever that you couldn't see before here comes clear. Comes real clear, okay? Maybe this clarity is, you know, what... is information that is being given. That's maybe perhaps what this message is over here, you know, as it relates to Leo, your information. Maybe you're sharing it with someone or someone's sharing that with you. But you do have, there is a Magician. So you get the Magician card right after that. And the Magician, wow, that is so cool. Magician is about power. It's about action relating, you know, to a relationship here. So a new beginning, and you've got, you know, this new power and this, you're taking on some new action, and it's all about, wow, that's so beautiful. It's almost as talking about like perception, making connections, and you solve the problem, whatever it could be. It's ruled by Mercury, so it's about communication and thinking. So maybe after you've got this new beginning comes out, and then you manifest exactly what it is that you want, and know that you're in the driver's seat. You get the Chariot, another major arcana. Wow. So you got a couple major arcana here, and the Chariot, to me, what this is talking about is achievement through your effort and self-mastery in terms of a relationship. So you get achievement. It's a seven card, which is spiritual as well. But the Chariot is exactly what it tells me there. It could be a Cancer, you know, there too, but a lot of self-mastery. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy here. So that's, but this person has used the Magician and to transform themselves and to put themselves in the driver's seat after an ending, you know, of going through and they have this brand new beginning, especially and right after this Nine of Swords, dark night of the soul. Wow. And then they turn out to be the King of Pentacles. So it's almost as if they're taking on that King of Pentacles situation out and transforming themselves after this death and heartbreak. And the King of Pentacles is all about, you know, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And that's quite beautiful. Because the Pentacles, all it does is tell me is that, you know, that being a king is about, you know, motion, you know, efficient, routine-oriented, that type of thing. So that's beautiful. So I think that they, you know, from this, they have learned something. Well, you get this gets the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Interesting. Well, let's see how to, what you want to say to this person, Leo, and what this other person wants to say to you. How interesting. You know, the King of Pentacles is someone of wealth and someone who knows his stuff. And I think that you put yourself, this person put him or herself in the driver's seat after a very distinct ending. And knowing that they are in the driver's seat, they don't have to go back and let and have their emotions, you know, be obscured. They can focus on their stability and their balance, and that's what the King of Pentacles is. They build their own castle with that, and they become very fruitful. And maybe it had to deal with a Capricorn, you know, Taurus or Virgo type energy. Note your comments below because I'd like to know. So what is it, Leo, that you'd like to say to this person? Here it is. I'm in knots and I'm afraid to tell you my truth, and it's a horrible feeling that I have to, humor you. Interesting. Okay, so let's repeat this again. I'm in knots. I'm afraid to tell you my truth, and it's a horrible feeling that I have to humor you. How interesting is that? So what this talks about is that if you've been pretending, you're now looking forward to, maybe you, how do I want to say this? You're afraid that you might appear disloyal or unsupportive or insensitive, but humoring your partner is killing you. And basically saying is that, interesting. It's like, to me, I want to say, like, you know, I'm in knots. I'm afraid to tell you my truth. And to say, to pretend that it's, you know, to tell you anything other than the truth is only a feeling that it's only gonna humor you. So it's basically to come out and just say the truth. You know, I'm in knots and I'm afraid to tell you my truth. And it's a horrible feeling that I have to tell you otherwise, really. So in other words, to humor you, to tell you otherwise. You know, you know, if you were going on a picnic of some sort, but you hate bugs and making small talk, and you're dying for a pedicure, you're afraid you're going to appear disloyal or unsupportive. That's what this card talks about, or insensitive. But it tells here that anything other than the truth, your partner's going to see through it. So really, it's about really telling your truth. So Leo, this is about just telling your truth, even though you might want to go about it in a different way. You're in knots if you don't say that. So I think that's what this is saying, is to share your truth. Now let's take a look at what this other person wants to say to you. How interesting. Go what I'll do is do a little shuffle here. What does this other person want to say to you, Leo? Here it is. Okay. You didn't do anything wrong. I know it's my own craziness. Trust me to get through it. Aw, well, that's interesting. So whatever this person, you know, kind of like, maybe this person was going through their own thing, which obviously they were, right? You both kind of had these, you got the, you know, the Nine of Swords here and a Death card, and you got the Ten of Swords over here. So you both were going through a transformation, and, you know, this person was going through their own craziness, and you yourself were going through and finding your own truth on what it is that, you know, that you wanted. Maybe weren't just putting it all out on the line. But that's what this is saying. Interesting. Very interesting. Note your comments below. I'd like to hear. Now let's go ahead and take a look at how to breach this a little bit. How to, you know, kind of breach this gap a little bit and bring this through a little bit more of a smoother process. Let's see what we got. Okay. Here it is. Pride. Oh gosh. Okay, pride. Wow. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And is it sometimes we can be mirrors of our partners. And so at times when you say something to your partner that you want to make note, it's also important to turn that back around at you and say, is this fitting for me as well? You know, but it's about pride, right? And not letting pride stand in the way, but telling your truth and having that conversation, and know that whatever you see in someone else, they also see that in you. Or whatever you see in someone else, you see in yourself. Try that on, you know. So that's what this is saying a little bit. You know, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Nice, nice. So if pride's standing in the way, we got to cut right through that, right? We're human. Okay. Also, it says worry. And worrying is just not going to change things. So this is saying, you know, to don't waste your energy on the worrying, and don't let pride stand in the way. Come forth and say your truth and talk about, and let them know that, you know, hey, this person didn't do anything wrong. It's, you know, admitting to their craziness, and, you know, I need to speak my truth a little bit better to you. Adversity. This is saying just to accept the challenges that you have with each other, and just learn your challenges on your own and go through your own adversity, because it's going to make you stronger even as when you bring someone else into your life. It's the best way that you can learn is through adversity. And any final information here to share with you? Surrender. Surrender the need to control the situation. Okay? Wow. Well, you're going to have to let me know if this resonates with you, Leo. I look forward to seeing you at the second half of January. And until then, namaste.